Libra full moon. So the thing that comes to mind when I think about Libra is the partnerships. I know we talk a lot about balance and justice and all of these things, and so we'll see, right? But what I really think about is partnerships and like what are we willing to commit to, and that includes ourselves, right? Like who are you committing to becoming? Who are you committing to being in commune with? Who are you becoming? And are you truly committed to that, right? So, let's see. I do actually one more from here. All I got are my little travel cards. I got nothing to put on them. Let's put some random things on here. Charger. I know it's early. Where y'all at? But this is the only time that I have to do this, so that is what we will be doing. A charger, my hair tie. Don't be looking at my hair on this. Hair tie and yeah, that's too big. Too big. And just the one that ain't got nothing on it. Because the last time I put my bracelet on, it was popped. So, I'll put a longer hair tie here. All right, so you got, let's see, let's make sure you can see these. I can't see. People are texting me. Please. All right, so we got 1, 2, and if you can at least see the hair tie, and 3. I'm actually doing this from left to right. As a lefty, I'm like, this could work. 1, 2, 3. It's a little chaotic, but it's all right. Also, I would say for the themes of the full moon, things that you are releasing, right? You're going to want to look at where Libra is in your chart, right? And so that can also give you a theme around what's going on. So we will be doing oracle decks to clarify some things, and let's just begin. And when we think about Libra is ruled by, hold on, I'm getting information. Libra is ruled by Venus, and Venus is not just like love and beauty and aesthetics, it's also like beauty is pain. And so thinking about the places that maybe we have used the aesthetics and have had to manage an aesthetic way of living versus like the most honest and authentic way of living, because on the other side to Libra is Aries, and we are in Aries season. The season of self, the season of making things happen. We're going to have major transits throughout April where everything is going to be a lot of energy in Aries. And so move your bodies, because if you don't move your bodies, it will turn into frustration and or inflammation. And that can be a problem. If you have a headache, go get checked out, hydrate. I know I've been experiencing like really dry skin because I'm not in a humid area at this moment. And so it's like hydrate more than you think you do. But also, what can you make a move on when it comes to committing to yourself, right? What do you have to release in order to commit to more balance, more equilibrium, that can be embodied as we think of the sign of Aries and this full moon in Libra. Okay, let's start with card number 1, which is just my plug. Maybe you need to be plugged in, maybe you need rest, maybe you've been too plugged in, who knows? We will see with the cards. First card. Oh, I'll actually do this. So, first card is the Page of Coins. And I like this deck. This is the Midnight City Tarot. It says website hall, festival, after party tickets available. It's the Page of Coins. Are you able to get in? Right? Or this kind of, hold on. This kind of looks like you don't even have to like wait in the line to get in. I have to do a little makeup hands. Hold on. Focus. So to me, the Page of Coins looks like it's like, do I got it? But also, not necessarily needing to wait in line to get in. And so Page of Coins to me is a conversation around how you feel about yourself. And it's not like the major, it's like the small little inklings, right? The voices around the self, how you feel, how you're considering yourself, what messages are you giving the self? These are good things though. Oh, my bad. See if my nails allow me to pick this up from the floor. Okay. All right. Well, okay. So we have the Page of Coins, we have the Lovers, which to me is more like equilibrium, getting in sync with the self. I need one more card. Why the Six of Swords? So we have the Lovers, which can be Lovers, but it can also be like, sometimes people in your life show you how to remember your value. Sometimes it's like you remembering who you are, and who you are is the Empress, right? If you've been like overworking, doing too much, working too hard, not really slowing down and enjoying life, this is for you. This is your reminder, right? Everything doesn't have to be so hard. But also everything isn't about everybody else. It's taking your time to worry about you, what you want, what you got going on, what you desire. And so, the Empress doesn't chase, the Empress attracts. The Empress knows everything that she carries, right? The Empress is chilling in her abundance, and this is me talking about the card, not specifically about you and your pronouns. And so when you refocus, recalibrate back to an evenness, thinking of the scales, thinking of any resentment that has been piling up because you haven't been taking care of yourself, or you have had to focus on external relationships or managing other people, and being able to be like, you know what, I ain't finna do that no more. You come back into this ease. And maybe you have to leave some people behind. Maybe there are boundaries around how much access people have to you, right? Or back to the Page of Coins, which shows like the, kind of like there's a bouncer here, there's the velvet rope, and then there's the Page of Coins, and it's like, everybody can't pull up. Everybody can't come in. Everybody is not allowed to have access to you. And sometimes in saying no, in saying I'm going to refocus and take care of myself, and saying I'm not pulling people from behind me who aren't doing the work to come with me, it gives you the chance to make new decisions, new opportunities, and it makes space for what's coming. So what are you releasing? Maybe it is not just people pleasing, but I think easing other people's feelings, or enabling behaviors that just are not beneficial to you into them. Using your words more honestly, instead of always being strategic and having to overthink all the time of like what sounds better, what feels better in the room. It's like, what do you truly want to say? So I'm gonna be doing, I'm trying to make these cookies. Let's see. By the way, I just jumped into this. I'll probably create a little, well, I'll just put it as a timestamp. I had over 76 views, almost 80 views, for the video of the Pisces new moon. Shout out to everybody, because that's probably been the most views that I've had since I started. So thank you to everybody. I did not welcome you in because I just jumped in because I'd be tired. But I am Astrolyszics. I own a crystal shop that is currently in hiatus because I am not where I usually am. But I'm also your clarity, from confusion to clarity guide, using astrology, tarot, and spiritual wellness tools, which is what I also consider crystals to be. And in May, Astrolyszics will reopen and books will be open as well. So if you want a reading, astrology, and or tarot, you can holler at me there. All right, so we have quisiera poder llamar tu atención. Scattered. Interesting. So part of the reason why you need to create boundaries around your energy and access is also because something, it feels like messages from spirit people, what have you, maybe there's a sign you've been waiting for, but if you're too busy worrying about other people or engaging with others in a way that doesn't provide you ease or allows you to be at rest within yourself, you will be scattered. You need stillness. Point blank period. You need to slow down. You need to go somewhere. I think of Lauryn Hill, Peace of Mind, I think is the name, but I gotta find Peace of Mind is how she starts the song. Then we have No me voy a quedar dao. I will not allow myself to be beat up is basically the translation. But like, you're not giving up. I ain't gonna give up. Perseverance. And so, whatever you got going on, make space for you to be able to try again. And also give yourself the grace if things have not been going your way, while also telling people no. It's okay to tell people no. And say yes to yourself. Thank you, pile 1. Moving to pile 2. See? Plug in back to yourself for card number 1. Pile 2. This is my like faux pearl hair tie. So let's see what we got going on. Oh yes, I love that it was pearls, because pearls usually, actual pearls usually embody abundance. I'm gonna read with the other deck. Abundance, and here we have the 10 of Pentacles. So what are you calling in? What are you making space for? It seems like it's abundance. But also abundance includes self-value, self-worth, self-respect. And joy is coming in the morning. I have questions. What's going on here? Right there. All right, so you may want to go see card number 1 if you are interested in card. Okay, let me stop shuffling because yours, you might need a personal reading. All right, so what do we have here? We have the 10 of Pentacles. That's how it begins, right? The Chariot. The Chariot is like after a long, hard fight, you get your just due, but it is not an easy road. It wasn't a crystal stair. The Chariot is literally like you finally get your green light after sitting in traffic for a long time. You might have felt delayed. You might be feeling like, when is this? Oh, I didn't realize the 10 of Pentacles is reversed. I didn't even realize it was reversed. And so you may be feeling beat up by life, right? But the 10 of Pentacles is the 10 of Pentacles no matter what. It just means it's delayed. Do you feel worthy of these things? We have the King of Cups reversed and the Ace of Cups reversed. And I heard Jill Scott getting in the way. Are you getting in the way of what you should be feeling, right? Are you not tapping into your feelings? Are you pushing yourself past stuff? Are you allowing yourself not to be in your emotions? I kind of think of like the emojis, memes, whatever, where somebody like, this is the river, and then they step over the river to not deal with the emotions. That's what your delay is. It's okay to be disappointed. It's okay to feel your feelings. It's also okay to express them. You may be an air sign or an earth sign or a mix of both, because I know my water signs like to express their feelings. Most times, not all the time. Feel your feelings regardless of however it comes across, because that is a stagnation. That sitting feelings become ailments, become problems, becomes anger, becomes frustration, becomes things that are not the best. Sitting water, if we think about swamps, right? Sitting water does not smell good. It doesn't have potable water. You can't drink it. You can't swim in it. It becomes its own poison. New things want to come in, but do you have the emotional capacity for joy? Ooh, that's a big one. I'm getting red too. Don't worry. And so the Tower comes in to shake some shit up, right? And so a lot of what I think you're leaving behind is being so focused on wanting that just due to the point that you're ignoring your basic needs and your own emotional wellness. And so the Tower shakes things up, and it might feel overwhelming, but it's also allow yourself to be surprised by life. Tower ain't always something crazy or something bad. It just means some of the things that you have used to cope cannot come with you with where you're going. Because it still looks like the 10 of Pentacles, regardless if it's reversed or not. But it's up to you how long the delay lasts. And so 7 of Pentacles means you have more work to do around valuing yourself, around valuing the work that you do, maybe putting some respect on the work that you do, right? Sometimes we don't believe that untraditional methods will take care of us. you know, instead of the 9 to 5, instead of whatever we were supposed to be doing because we went to school or whatever, you know, going on the road that you're paving yourself. Having the patience to sit in that traffic and let things come to you. Being able to look around and see that you have put in the work and that you have all the tools that you need, and respecting that is part of the steps that you need to take. Feel your feelings, because joy is coming in the morning, just like how I started. 4 of Wands celebrations can be a marriage, can be graduation, celebrations of some sort, birthdays, shout out to Aries, all of these things. And so it may not be today, but tomorrow the sun will rise. Are you willing to greet it and let it greet you? Last thing, my oracle deck's over. Look at that. Yeah. And we end with abundance. What you are making space for and leaving behind is not having the emotional capacity for joy, point blank period. Getting checks like Nike everywhere that I go, abundance. It don't get clearer than that. Nike is also an asteroid, so if you're into astrology, look that up, check words in your chart, and do some research on it. It might have some hints for you, because Nike, it really is that kind of like just do it asteroid of like where you can make some things happen for yourself, but it's also additional things, so look that up. Last but not least, card number 3, the double looped. That's my throat. This is my throat hair tie for big things, like an afro or big bands. I don't know. 3 of Wands. All right, think big, big things. You see, I'll be making shit up. All right, let's see what they have. 3 of Wands. Let me see. Is MCT construction. It looks like a magical. Let me see if it will allow me to. Like in the door looks like a magical place. So don't sleep on possibility. This to me feels like travel, taking Aries season. I think for you will. Hello. A double 3 of Wands. 2 of Wands? No, that's 2 of Wands and that's 3 of Wands. Listen. Think big. You're thinking small when you should be thinking big. Listen. What are you not making a decision on? Okay. This is an interesting one. So we have a 3 of Wands and a 2 of Wands, right? It does turn into a 5. 5 usually is like you ready for a fight, when we really should be ready for possibility. This is almost, to me, this whole combination is almost like the Magician, right? Of like 3 of Wands, expand your horizons, but what can go well? Moving in a space of like what can go well? What beautiful things can arrive? If you have been on the other side of the pendulum and you have been fighting for your life and you feel like in color purple where it's like all my life I had to fight. Fight for hope, possibility, for expansion, for growth, for moving beyond the limitations that you have had. Imagine that is the best case scenario. You already done seen worst case scenario. 2 of Wands is literally like, the world is my oyster. What am I going to do with this information? Act on these inklings, right? These are not just thinking cards. These are making it happen cards. It's walk through that unknown door that potentially holds something magical for you. You don't need to know what's on the other side. Faith it out. Don't need to know every answer, look at everything, just go with it. And you get to decide, which apparently you're not doing, is considering what is your win-win. Instead of, let me have a plan B, C, D, E, F, just in case anything goes wrong. And we have 2 twos here. So you might be seeing twos. You might be a Gemini. But you also might not realize like life is filled with duality and it's a yes and. ¿Por qué no los dos? Why not both? Yeah, bad things happen, but good things also happen. Yeah, the world is going through all kinds of things, but what do you, what is you, the world, your personal world, got going on? What decisions will you make? How will you bet on yourself? Will you? Will you take that first step forward and figure out the rest as you go? That's very much Aries energy as well. It can be a win-win. It can be that you don't make a wrong decision. You might just make a loop-de-loop. I feel like I said that in the last reading as well. And so don't let your thoughts stop you from where you're headed. You are headed into something more emotionally fulfilling. I just see the 10 of Cups here. Something more emotionally fulfilling, something that maybe you have been waiting for a long time. This is not the moment you give up. It's like that other meme where somebody's digging in a cave or mining something, and they're right next to the diamond or whatever it is, and they stop right before that last hit of a cave until they get to the diamond. Don't count yourself out. Okay? Look at your oracle card. I think that's pretty clear. Me libere. I have freed myself. So if they don't want you, then don't talk to them and go ahead and free yourself. And that is people, places, things. Gracias a Dios me libre. Freedom. You're right there. You're literally right around the corner. It's been waiting for you. But maybe you needed to take some detours first. Maybe you needed to get through some things, heal some things, realize and make space for those things. Your job is to make that push for possibility. Walk through the door of betting on yourself. And that is what I have for you. We'll see if I see you in the next moon, child. Since I am not home. And happy full moon.